folks? My name is Richie. I'm part of the service team down here at Sun Camper Liquidators and Atlantic Marine and RV, and we're doing a quick video walkthrough today on one of my most commonly asked questions, which is how do I get my water heater working once I've got air in my LP lines? Say you just changed your propane tank, your water heater didn't light on the first try. So let's do a quick video walkthrough real fast, and I'm going to show you guys my tips and tricks on how I get the water heater lit and get all the air out of your LP lines. So if you come a little closer here, I'll show you what I got. Today we're going to be working on our 2019 R-Pod that we have for sale down here. And what I did is I just put a new propane tank on this unit, and so there is no propane in the lines currently. So we're going to have some air trapped in the lines, and I'm going to show you how to get that out. So first thing, once you get your propane bottle turned on, we got to make sure we got a battery on there with good 12 volt power. Since I'm basically dry camping right now, I'm not hooked up to any shore power. First step I'm going to do, if you come inside the camper here, always go to your range. If you go to your range first, you can open up the valves all the way open, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to turn these all the way down to light, and the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to start pushing air out. Notice how they're both on, yet nothing's lighting. So give it a few minutes here, and eventually all the air will work its way out of the system. Your stove will light, and once your stove lights, then you'll know that you've got at least 90% of your air out of your system. There we go. And there we go. So stove is lit. We got most of the air out of the propane lines now because we got them back running to the stove. I'll go ahead and turn these back off. I'm not using it right now. And then I'll show you on the control panel over here what you're typically going to have. Now we have a direct switch ignition on our water heater. Now this is going to be your typical Dometic 6-gallon water heater that's in about 90% of the units that we sell down here at Sun Camper. So this is just has a switch here. We'll turn that on. We'll turn this one on here, the water heater, and you'll notice the red fault light here. Now that red fault light's going to come on until that water heater is lit. So we got all the air out of the LP lines. We just turned the water heater on. Let's go outside and make sure that this lights. Walk around to your unit here. You'll see the service access door for your water heater. Typically it'll be just a black cover like this. This is a 6-gallon Dometic water heater with direct switch ignition. I can hear it right now, it's already running. But if you turn that tab, you can open this up. And I don't know, Jacob, if you can see in here, there's a small flame in there. So we know that the water heater is lit. It's going to be running off of propane right now, and it lit immediately because we had all of our air out of our LP lines first. Now, if you are hooked up to shore power, you don't want to use your LP for the water heater, that's great. The switch right down here in the bottom left-hand corner for on and off is going to be how you run your water heater on electric. So if you want to turn your water heater on electric and you don't want to use the gas function, go ahead and turn this switch on. The only reminder that we need to have here, folks, is that you're going to want to have water in your hot water tank before you do either to prevent any damages to your elements. But either way, if you're dry camping, you're hooked up to shore power, the 6-gallon Dometic water heater is very simple to get going as soon as you use a couple small tips and tricks that we have down here. And of course, if you buy a unit with us, you're going to get a walkthrough with one of our trained professionals, and we'll show you everything on this unit working. If you guys have any more questions or comments or concerns, please comment on the video. We'd be happy to answer them.